not will allow you to connect to Yig. That's why I give it to you.
She raises her eyebrows in surprise. Why would you give this prize to me?
From all the evils that I face, if I was ever to fall, I wouldn't want it to fall into anyone's hands. The one thing. The other thing is, you would be able to carry it for me.
I can know that
If
even in Arcadia, there are still dangers in the outer planes. I was on patrol. I do carry a sword, she says.
Of course. Perhaps if you know of a place of safekeeping for me, I know not. I'm still trying to get home.
I could keep it safe here in Arcadia, and you could come and get it when you want it.
That could work, yes. That could work. Then, I apologize for leaving something so precious in your in your charge.
She seems taken back by this, but give me a diplomacy check.
Okay. D20
asking a favor.
Yep.
You are not a chaotic being, so you don't have any minuses to this.
$33.
I will do as you ask. There are many dwarven halls and safe vaults here in Arcadia. I have one in mind where I can keep it safe. I assume you want a vault where this thing cannot take root.
Sorry, Marty, all I heard was I assume you want.
A vault or a place where this thing can't take root.
Correct.
Then I will do this for you, Lemmy.
And
Lemmy-O
if there's any charge that you need for such a vault, perhaps I can pay for it. No problem.
Let this be the beginning of a friendship.
He smiles, puts his small hand up for like a handshake almost.
Okay, she kind of daintily, or she grabs your hand and moves it up and down a little bit. She's large.
Yeah.
Oh, she's got green skin, says Ukher. Like a plant. She looks curiously at Ukher, but
I was looking at Ukher like, oh, you ever stop embarrassing yourself?
Well, 1d2 motorbikes.
And in fact, that's actually what is going through the telepathic bond, because he's not used to not thinking as words.
Oh. Okay, she make a mark that Paxia has your is guarding your yig nut or whatever you called it, and she will take this from you. You actually watch her fly away. Farewell in your travels, young mortals.
Farewell, Paxia. Stay safe.
Be brave in the face of danger. And do not give in to corruption. She's still talking to you. She's flying away with the nut.
I whispered to Ukher, you hear that?
I don't know what you're talking about. This place makes me itch. Why did you give nut to her?
Well, I can always cast... Now I can cast my... find the path to Yig.
Oh.
And she can also, well, believe it or not, I think it's the best place to keep it safe.
Quickest path. Cast plane shift to place where you left nut. It may not work. We'll see.
Lemmy laughs his ass off.
No. Are we going to Nalbren then?
Right. Off we go.
I'm gonna
Sorry, I'm just typing
copy
in
your
the...
miniatures. Copy your tokens as I load a different map. To Nalbren. To Nalbren for the people.
At long last, we finally return to where we'll spend the rest of our campaign. If I tear up your song gates and your planner rods.
Weird.
What is
Nalbren's
it
got a bunch
called?
of weird tokens on it and stuff.
with Paxia in... Where's this place called?
Arcadia.
We've been gone for what? A year? 2 years?
You've been gone for almost 2 years. Yeah,
That's a while.
it is a while.
Surely things are exactly as I left them. Except better.
Clyde and Varkush and Acolyte Harlech and Philippe your bard.
Yup. Names I barely remember.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to glance at a few things too. But it's the map that I'm more concerned about now, Bren.
It doesn't have nearly as many little tokens on it as...
Oh, right, because you didn't explore very much of Nalbren.
Nope.
Yep. Aha, there we go. I can see it. I can see clearly now. The fog is gone. All right, Lemmy. Are you casting plane shift back to the material plane?
Yeah, I'll grab Galath's rod.
Hey, we got my rod, son.
All right. You use the newly minted rod to Nalbren, made from the metal things that Galath took from this place.
Apparently there's a 1% chance this won't take us where we want to go.
Yes. So there is a if you roll a 1 on a D100, this will be bad.
Don't roll a 1.
Yeah, I know.
You gotta use a small D, dude. Small D.
Your D is too big.
Your D is too big, you use a small one. Ahmed, smaller D. Thank you.
So, and now I need a D8 and a 5D100.
Uh-oh.
This is just direction.
Yeah, I know, but I'm pretty familiar with the direction. And I know roughly what the landscape looks like that we targeted.
Okay, 1 and 2, and then 253 miles. These are 12-mile hexes, so 10.5 hexes away. And you're trying to go to Vontelstone, correct?
Yeah.
Let me just grab.
Vontelstone is on the coast, the west coast. Crap.
Well, actually, that's good because you're going to go inland and you're not going to be out at sea.
Oh, it's not clockwise, it's counterclockwise?
No, clockwise. 1 is straight up, 2 is slightly to the
Oh,
right.
I was thinking 1 was down.
10.5.
How the hell is 1 down?
I don't know, it's just the way I would look at it.
Okay. It is also winter here in Nalbren.
Okay.
Okay,
And-
I put endure elements on everyone.
Well, you actually cast your plane shift, and
yeah,
you
I'll
arrive. You still have like life bubble and all that stuff up.
Yeah, we're fine.
Right.
You arrive in kind of like a swampy moor.
All right. Map? Is map up?
I'm not going to show you exactly where you are. You're not too sure at this point. Give me a knowledge Geography,
Nope.
Galath?
Your home is
Knowledge.
lovely.
Knowledge local. Give me law knowledge local. Nalbren.
As basically you guys arrive and you're kind of crunching through the snow, and like a stinky bog is coming through the cracked snow.
Oh, ice. Right. Excellent.
Dead trees, and there's a mountain range to your backs when you arrive, and there's kind
Yeah,
of
I don't have knowledge geography.
there's kind of like this flooded forest.
I can make an int check.
Sure, give me an in check.
16. That's actually pretty good for an int check.
There are moors and mirrors all around Vontelstone. The Tower of the Mirror was one place where you arrived, but there are others. Between Vontelstone and the Two Kingdoms, there are mirrors and moorlands that are separating them.
Okay.
With a 15, you think you're actually 16? Yeah, with a mountain range, I'm going to give you two options. You are either in the kingdom of Diansate or you're in the kingdom of Jarosate, which are neighbors to the area where Vontelstone is. Vontelstone would be considered kind of like hinterland territory to both of those kingdoms.
I think Vontelstone is still in Galmica. Was where that was? Is Vontelstone part of that kingdom of Galmica, which is where Galath was originally from?
No, it was outside. Gallica is up in this area.
Okay.
Unless Gallica has spread. The reason why we're sent to Vontelstone because it was outside of the.
It was outside of
of
Gallica. All right. Cool.
Yeah. So you're somewhere. You know that you're somewhere in here.
Oh, cool. All right. Excellent.
Yeah.
We're somewhere to the east of Vontelstone.
Yep.
I don't know how far.
Galath.
Yes.
Can you describe to me the place that you're trying to get to?
You saw it.
You have my memory of
Yeah.
this place. I could not
All
describe it more perfectly than
Right,
that.
so Marty, I cast Find the Path.
Instead of teleport, what are you doing?
We could just teleport there.
Oh, right.
All right, I thought you was a guide.
Sorry. Hello, yes, of course,
Oh,
sorry.
I get it. You get paid by the hour. That's it.
Work for a living.
Alright, Tordephalon is in statue form. Altagar counts as two creatures. Oberon can teleport. 11th level is 3. So, yeah, it takes 2 teleports to get
But
to
you both have the targets, so yeah, as long as
Vontelstone.
you coordinate, it's fine.
Yep.
Don't mess up.
Oberon will take Lokrik and Altagar, and then Team Dvergholm, and Galath will take, Lemmy-O can take Ukher and Galath. So Oberon's first teleport gets a 92.
Oh, it's not great.
Should only be one teleport for me and Oberon, right? Like
No.
one each.
One teleport
Well,
each.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he just rolled pretty high on the percentile table.
Viewed once. Yeah, he just arrived in a similar area.
Someone else's fucking like shrine in their little village.
93, Marty.
Oh my god!
There's like a choir of people singing the praises of Nuada, and like Lokrik, Oberon, and Altagar appear. People are screaming and running out of the church, and a bunch of robed men and choir boys kind of running out of the church that you guys appear in. And then 93 on the chart. We'll say there's a 50-50 chance you actually arrived accidentally in the same area. You did. So then Ukher, Galath, and Lemmy-O.
I see we're here. We get here in time.
If anything, it would also lead us to believe, oh, we're in the right spot.
Yeah, exactly.
We all showed up
Exactly.
together.
Right.
Place is different than I remember.
Yeah, this is a stone chapel to Nuada. They've got a broken sword on the altar at the front of the temple. You're not too sure what they were doing, but you've got priests and people freaking out and running away. You! There's an old man pointing.
Do not be afraid. We come in peace. And of course, he's bearing the regalia of.
What is the meaning of this? How dare you interrupt our cleansing ritual?
Do not fear. Do not be afraid.
What's a cleansing ritual?
Oh, you don't understand him. You don't speak Nalbren or Gallica, do you?
No, I don't.
Right.
Yeah, I'm the only one who speaks that language around here. So.
Like, yeah, they're
Do not be afraid, because you can understand what I'm saying, because I've got the token.
Yeah.
We mean you no harm. We come in peace.
Okay. So let me create a token for this dude, as you have found someone to talk to after 2 years of being away from your home.
Right. Conversation?
Yeah, once I create it.
Okay.
And I need a good Nalbrenian name.
Chester.
A little more wise sounding.
A little more wise. Chesterfield.
Chesterfield Chesterton.
Wow.
Let's see.
Okay, I've got one.
It's like they're all British names. I mean, it's all like Williams and Marshalls and.
Okay, he's got a slightly exotic name for. His name is Darius. Let's say.
All right.
He does have a curious tattoo on his forehead.
Okay.
And he's wearing the robes of a Nuadan, and he's got a silver gauntlet on his hand.
Knowledge religion for the.
Sure.
For the thing, like, what is this tattoo about? 25.
It is an older religious symbol that means purity.
Okay.
He was the only one in the temple that actually had it. The rest of the priests kind of just went running. The second that Altagar and like a armored dwarf and an elf just sort of appeared, Ukher didn't help. Like at least a dozen people went running out of this chapel. It's a small church.
Okay.
So you're talking with Darius. He's looking at your friends. How is it that you bring such impure ones here? I can sense their deviancy.
Galath kind of gives him a look like, what are you talking about? They have good hearts. They stand against evil. They travel with me, Sir Galath of Kerbran, Knight and Paladin of Nuada, champion of the House of Arcturus.
Ah, Arcturus. He didn't know who you were. Yes, a mighty house of old.
It's been 2 years since I've been in this world.
2 years this world.
Yes. I've been waging war against evil across many worlds, guided by Nuada himself.
Ah. An errant knight returns. Excellent. Excellent. Of House Arcturus. Yes. Yes, those are the titles of the new king.
King Leon.
Yes, you've heard of him.
He is my brother.
Oh. A very powerful man.
Tell me of him. I have not heard from him in 2 years.
He is helping us in our duties. He is helping us cleanse all of Nalbren. It is so dirty. It must be made ready.
Yeah, I got alarms going off here.
We're gonna detect evil in this guy as a move action.
Okay. Let's see. No evil.
Okay.
Is there any blood anywhere on the floor? Or on a sacrificial table, maybe?
No, there's a broken sword on the table.
He's helping to cleanse the land.
The old king of Dionsate, this is his blade. He called out to gods that are prohibited.
Which gods did he call out to?
My friend, you don't understand. Any god that is not Nuada Silverhand cannot be worshipped on the Isle of Nalbren.
That was not so 2 years ago.
Ah, much has changed.
So it
We have a divine mandate. Know that Galith, the protectorate of Kerbran, has been purged, has been cleansed. We've moved on to the kingdom of Aldersate, and the kingdom of Dionsate, and the kingdom of Jarosate, and soon we shall spread even to the heathens of the elder Istin Wood, and to those in the south past the Grinning Beard Mountains. We shall cleanse this land. We shall make it home for men, and men only. And in their hearts they shall sing the praise of Nuada Silverhand. Silverhand. Yes. By imperial decree, the Silverhand is a prohibited god, and we have divine mandate to make it so that prohibited means exclusive on Nalbren. We shall stamp out finally the horrible vagaries of shamanhood, of witch doctors, of the other gods that pollute our souls, and then we shall be ready to take the next step into the glorious empire. So saith, so shall be done.
What you say is blasphemy. Galath takes a step forward.
Yep.
Lemmy's looking outside for guards. Like I'm going visible, like as a move action, like go invisible.
Okay.
Or standard, I mean. And then I'm just stepping outside to look for guards.
Okay, so
like
you're looking
soldiers.
for guards.
Yeah.
There's a church on a hill, and you can see that there's a little town, maybe of 500 people, and there's a bunch of like robed priests running through the fields away from. You say blasphemy. I say truth. This mandate does not come from me, it comes from our deity. It is time for him. It is time for us to live up to the debt that we owe him.
Nuada would not do such a thing or say such a thing.
Nuada is the god of laws, is he not?
He's in a pantheon, the Tuatha De Danann. There are others that he fought to protect. He did not just come here and slay the Firbolg for himself, but for the others that came with him. You are blasphemers, heretics. 2 years. 2
So,
years and I returned to this heresy. 2 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 years and I returned to this heresy Gods, grant me strength, Nuada. Grant me strength to deal with this.
You're not a priest, then, is what he's saying now. He's taking a second look at all of your things. Ah, I understand now. We didn't think there were many of you left.
What? How can there not be Knights of Nuada if Nuada rules? Unless you are blasphemous heretics, as I think.
No, but there are those that do not agree.
So you have suppressed truth and spread your falsehoods across this land.
If we do not ready Nalbren to take the next step, the horrors that await, I have seen it with mine own eyes. Know that this way is better. That Nuada Silverhand does still grant priests power, even though men have declared laws. He is the ultimate judge of us all.
Does message spell translate what Galath is hearing?
No, but his telepathic bond, if Galath is actually talking about, heresy and that sort of thing, he could actually share thoughts that he's having.
Yeah, you're getting the
Close notes.
the rune stone translation.
Of just what he's saying, so you're getting it one way. This
Want to have a conversation?
Yep.
Okay. Good.
This blade carried the mark of chaos with it.
You must repent for what you have done. Turn your back against the gods and against our people. You've profaned the name of Nuada by lying about his commandments. Heresy. Heresy!
He sighs. And what are you going to do about it, knight? Strike down an unarmed man? Were we not doing the right thing by ridding this world of this chaotic sword? Chaos that the kingdom of Dionsate has suffered throughout their many lineages and internal squabbles. They will be part of not just the kingdom of Kerbran, but the kingdom of Nalbren.
Many thought as you did, or as you do. They sacrificed their blood with the thousands. Kingdoms warring endlessly.
Yes, and your brother and the Silverhand faith shall bring an end to this. They have brought an end to this.
But it is a false end. Camelot does not return. Arthur is not with us.
And how many millennia have we waited for Arthur to return? No, it is time for men to stand on their own 2 feet. For us to make our own laws, and then to follow them.
Turn your back on our tradition, on our people, on our gods. May our gods have mercy upon you. I shall have nothing more to do with you. Know that you are false. Shall I see you again? I will brand you for your lies.
He
In the old
smiles. Very well, knight. You may have your grievance. He takes a step back.
Galath turns around and speaks to the rest of the group. Come, let us be gone.
This guy pulls off like his holy symbol, throws it to the ground. There's a flash of white light, and he disappears.
That was dramatic.
Overly so, perhaps. Come, let us leave. This is not the land that I remember.
Marty, spellcraft.
Yeah, go ahead.
Smoke bomb!
Boom! he's just,
Oh,
he's just
there
over
you go.
there.
Oh,
He's fooling the guy with the +3. The one-eyed knight with a +3 perception. No, he actually used a
20.
what is it called? I think it's called a word of recall.
Word recall.
Yeah, it's a cleric spell.
To quickly tell his superiors that there are.
That's a high level cleric spell.
Mm-hmm.
But he cast it or used an item?
He used an item.
Right.
Okay, their priests have now reached the town. They're all running into it as you guys
Marty?
scare them away.
It's a good bet.
Marty,
The Empire knows we're here. Start the
Marty.
evacuation.
The thing he threw on the ground,
Yep.
I'm gonna go pick it up. Now, it belonged to him, didn't it?
Yep. Or maybe it
Alright.
belonged to somebody else.
Let's scry. Let's do some scrying. Later, not now.
Okay, so you collect up the bits of the token.
Mm-hmm. We'll use this just to see who actually made this, where they are.
It's time for us to go. We'll need to find some horses. It'll be quicker.
We can just fly. You can just fly right now. You can will yourself to gas.
What?
You can will yourself to gas and rise up and
Gods
fly
above,
tremendous
wonders
speeds.
never cease. What do they teach you?
Everyone's willing themselves into gas-like forms. This is a wind walk that you're using.
Windwalk, yeah, this makes you travel
Okay,
really...
Alright.
am I the only one who can't hear Ahmed? Or?
Well, we have telepathic bonds, so there's that.
Yeah, you're the only one.
No. I mean, Mark cannot hear Ahmed.
Oh! Yeah, wind walk is what he's talking about.
I was talking about windwalk. Yeah, so this will let you travel at 60 miles per hour.
I'm trying to read
600
that.
feet per round.
So what Galath is going to do, now that he knows about this, he's going to try experimenting with it a little bit and like flying up to get a look of the land.
Okay.
We're all
He
flying
just
with
kind of
you.
rockets off into the sky.
We're all following you.
Okay. All right,
Okay,
I'm going to
okay.
fly up a bit and get a look of where we are, so I can.
I need a good town name.
Shitstown. Shitstone.
Something Shire or something on the hill.
Mudfeed.
Something on the hill's not bad.
Well, it was a
Temple Stone on the hill, or
Churchill.
yeah, Churchill. It's not bad.
Whoretown.
That's the next one over, actually.
Sweet.
Okay. So you arrived in Churchill,
Okay.
and you soon begin to get your bearings, and you know that if you head west, you'll hit the coastline.
Okay. We'll go west, hit the coastline. I'll start looking for something familiar.
How many hours? Ahmed?
This is gonna last for 2 hours.
2 hours at 60 miles an hour?
Oh, wait. Windwalk only lasts 10 minutes per level? That's not right. Is it?
Windwalk? No, it's 2 hours per level.
Oh, okay. So
Six of us.
for almost all day then.
No, there's 2 of us. There's 6 of us. I have to spread it out.
Oh, you have to. Oh.
Windwalk. Windwalk. You also per 3.
Didn't realize it was that.
Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So actually, hold on. It's gonna cover 2 castings per level. 11 divided by 3. So 3 hours. It lasts for 3 hours. 3 hours. Forgot. My mistake.
No, there's nothing like that in the description of the spell.
It says how long it.
Yes, 1 hour per level, but you're saying it gets divided up by targets, and it doesn't say that.
Ooh.
Yeah. The only reason I remember that's not how it is because we used to use it for like day-long scouting trips, and with
So
like
this
a
is gonna
bunch of
last
people,
for a
there's
while.
no way that it was.
It was gonna last 11 hours then.
That was. It just it has the same target number restriction as teleports, 1 plus 1 per 3.
Yeah, it should
There's only
last a long
6 of
time.
us, right?
But it does last a long time. It's hour per level, so
There's only-
like a whole half a day. But yeah, if you don't divide it up, it's not like water walking or whatever, or water breathing or whichever spell does that.
Windwalk. Yeah.
There's water walk, yeah.
Alright, let's fly that shit.
Okay, read your spells before casting them.
Bad.
Damn it. Shit.
So that's
Horrible druid.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About an hour later, you hit the coastline. Then you end up spotting Timberguard.
Okay. I don't remember what the fuck that was, because that was 45 games ago.
That's south.
Timberguard
south
was
from your castle.
a wooden fort, and the thing is burnt to the ground.
Okay, that's a smoldering Mott and Bailey.
Yep. It's already been covered in snow, and we're going to call it the ruins of Timberguard.
Okay. I would suspect I can probably see the tower on the mere to the north.
Might be a little too far away for a sight. 24 miles. It's a little too far away to see it. You can see the mirror and you can see the bay. You know where you are now because you.
Okay, I'm gonna start going to the tower on the mirror because that's where I was last when all this stuff happened. Maybe we can pick up where we left off. Figure out what happened.
Oh, Galath, just a reminder. If you think we're going someplace dangerous, let us know and put some spells up.
Okay.
Well, yeah, Galath, you know the story that he was on the tower and what happened. He told you that story. But now
Yeah,
he's
but
thinking,
I don't
you're
know
the telepathic
what we're doing
bond. He's thinking, oh, there's the tower I was at, or at least it should be up here in the swamp somewhere.
Do you want to detect evil on the tower before we get there?
I don't know. Can I do that from 24 miles away?
No, like as we're getting there. Just like everyone heads up.
Isn't that where that woman lived?
I don't know if she lived there or not. As far as everyone knew, it was just an empty tower.
Okay. Takes you about another hour to fly to the tower and find it. It's
Still there?
The tower is still there. Yes, there is no smoke coming out of the tower. It is a ruin that has most of its top floors open to the winter elements. You don't see the cart. Maybe it's under snowbanks where you landed in.
Mm-hmm.
But you memories of this place do come back. Basically, this is where you got pushed by that ogre.
Invisible thing, yeah.
The invisible
Thing. Yeah.
thing out of the tower where Morgana was. It's all flooding back to you now. So long ago.
Yeah, right. So we'll circle around a little bit and kind of see if there's any lights or any indication that anyone's living here.
Okay, give me a survival check. I'll give first a perception and then a survival check as you're trying to.
Perception, that's my favorite. 21, that's actually pretty amazing for my shitty
For
roll.
you, yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay. You don't see anybody here.
What about anyone else? Anyone else?
There was that hut that was a little bit further away.
Yeah, the weirdo wizard.
And then there was the moat with the bridge where you fought the Black Knight. You actually see the mound where he was buried, where you buried him, is still there.
52 perception.
52 perception.
Yeah.
As you go into the tower, and you guys are all flying, so you're kind of turning corporeal or you're just whipping around, I guess, very quickly.
Yeah.
Normally a flyer goes at speed of 10 feet with perfect maneuverability, or you gear up to 600 feet per round. So it's either you're going really slow or really fast. So you guys are kind of slowly moving throughout the tower. With a 52, you notice that somebody comes here once in a while. There is a small creature that comes here once in a while, Lemmy-O. And it's tiny, and it probably flies because you don't see a lot of footprints.
Okay.
Has
Tracking.
little clawed feet.
Tracking.
Yeah, survival.
44, not 20.
It probably comes here maybe once a month and has been doing this for a long time.
Oh, something strange here, Galath.
He actually points it out. You just would have thought it was birds or something like that, but
What do you think it is?
little clawed feet.
What made them, though?
Don't recognize them as.
Give me knowledge planes.
Okay. Oh. $26.
Yeah, I just sent you a note.
It's an imp. Or some kind of closet.
Imp or closet?
Comes here once a month.
Some kind of demon?
Could say that.
Okay. One thing that is quite noticeable is that all the cups are gone.
Right.
There was a veritable treasure hoard last time you came up here of silverware and cups and containers. They all seem to be gone.
2 years is enough time for that, I imagine.
This thing's been doing it, Marty, for at least 2 years, you'd say this thing was doing it?
It's hard to tell 2 years, but at least for the winter.
Well, a magical creature of evil, well, of evil, comes here regularly to do something. We can check on it. Set a trap, perhaps.
I think what we'll do is go up to the tracks and kind of scan detect evil around and see what we get.
Okay. Looking around the tower on the mirror, you kind of go bottom to top.
Don't change your shape. Stays base form.
Okey-doke.
And your scan doesn't pick up any evil taint here.
All right.
Does
So
it go
basically,
do something specific?
you guys appeared in a wintry mirror, a moorland. You teleported into a church where Galath yelled at a priest a bunch, and then Wynn walked into another swampy forest to go rooting around the ruins of a tower. Oh, and you saw a burnt out fort.
Castle.
Yeah.
Fort, yeah. Get stuff done.
Now we're in such a magical place. Yeah, you could tell your companions are maybe not very impressed with Nalbren so far.
No, it's nice. We'll visit. Yeah.
You have a nice home. It's nice.
All right, I guess we'll head to Vontelstone.
Okay.
No sign of Morgana. No sign of my companions.
You guys are protected from wind or from cold, right?
Yeah, the life bubble.
Okay.
Yeah.
Head south.
3 hours later, you guys cross over some familiar woods and head into Vontelstone. Now, Vontelstone is a small, like, knight's manor. You do see that there is smoke coming out of the manor.
Where's Vontelstone on the map?
I dragged the token there. So you guys,
went south?
you guys arrived somewhere. You then teleported accidentally to Churchill. You then zoomed to the coast, and then up to the tower, and then down to Vontelstone. Vontelstone is a quaint knight's manor. There is a small chapel, which you recognize as the place you were trying to teleport to.
There it is, Vontelstone. This is my land. What it was.
There's
Who
some.
knows what's happened to it in my absence?
There's some guy in a fur jacket who's missing an arm.
Oh, snap.
That comes out of the building and looks like he's gone to a wood lot to just pick up some chopped wood, and he's heading back in, and then he sees. He thought he saw something. He looked around, and then he went back into the house.
Galath is going to come down and land and change
Takes
it
you
to
like
corporeal form.
Takes 5 rounds to do that.
That's fine.
Just letting you know.
He just sort of waves. He drops a bunch of the wood, and he thinks he's seeing ghosts. And he goes stumbling back into your house. Now, your master died in the...
Well, I think he died. I don't know that for sure.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, you're not too sure what happened to him. I'll just move Darius. You can hear Clyde crashing into things. What? It was a... Huh?
Gonna disable my... or just retract my armor so I don't look super intimidating.
Okay.
Approach.
Yeah, 30 seconds later, you're now corporeal, as your friends are all turning corporeal outside.
Stay back for a minute. I need to talk to... You'll scare him. Galath comes up slowly. Clyde, is that you?
He's hiding.
Lemmy's gonna stealth behind him.
Clyde, it's alright. It's me. Come out.
18 on his stealth check.
Oh, on whose?
Yeah, I might not see him at all. I'm pretty sure he's there somewhere.
Right, because you just saw him, right?
I saw him.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a bunch of like jugs of alcohol that are on the tops of tables, and it's a bit dirty in here. Maybe a one-legged or one-armed man isn't the best house cleaner.
Clyde, come out.
Is that you?
It is.
Is that you?
I've
You
come
can't
back.
be. I saw you. I saw you fell. I saw you fell.
He kind of comes running out of the darkness, and you, for a brief moment, you thought he was going to hit you, but actually he's hugging you. One-armed man hug.
Hey,
Galath, embraces him.
you're alive. You're alive.
So are you. I was worried that you all have perished. Tell me, did anyone else make it
Oh,
out of that tower?
what's out there?
He hears like Altagar crunching in the snow.
Those are my friends and allies.
Well, get them in here, and I'll
Powerful warriors.
I'll put
I
on-
warn you, you've never seen the like of them before. Do not be too startled.
Well, I just
You and I aren't so different now. And he holds up his silver arm, flexing it.
You cook yours off?
Giant took it, and I cut off the rest.
Giant. Oh,
I'd never known pain like that before.
lots have changed. Lots have changed. Some things stay the same, I guess. Yeah. Come on in, friends of Galath.
Everyone else, come in.
Welcome to, welcome to Galath's house.
I see you've been keeping it in... Well, it's still here.
Yeah, well, it's just me around these parts.
What of the rest of us? The rest of them? What of Harlech and Varkush? Did they survive?
Harlech, yep. Yeah, he's a priest now. Down in where all the priests are, down in Halidon.
That's good.
Oh, no. Not
No?
good. Not good, no.
And what about Varkush? Did he...
Varkush, he swam to safety. He stayed here for a while, but he said he didn't like hiding, so he went south, find his people. Yep.
Oh. I hope he's alright.
And then there was a boy. Yeah, the boy, they took him away. I tried, but...
Philippe, wasn't it? He
Yeah.
wanted to be my squire so desperately, but...
Well, apparently when he started tooting your horn and talking about Galath, well, some men came in numbers that I couldn't fight off and dragged the boy away. I don't think anything special happened to him. Well, probably really special. I think your brother was wondering where you went off to. He comes down here. Well, this place wasn't the best place to hide, I guess, in retrospect. But
We left you alone, it seems. Just some good came of it.
yeah, sure, you left me alone.
Sense motive.
When there was only 2 of them, that wasn't too bad to handle. When they kind of started coming in groups of like 16 and 20 one time, just turning over things, well, I hid in the wood loft. First time.
14. And when he says he left him alone, he doesn't mean that he didn't. No, he left alone.
No, he's saying that he hid.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Well, come on in. I'm Clyde.
He shakes. He still has his right arm. You notice that he's missing his arm up to his elbow.
Telepathically, he's contacting Lokrik.
Okay.
If you get a chance, I'd pay to have something done for his arm. It's his fault that he lost, or my fault that he lost it.
Oh. Lokrik, I guess, kind of knows the story. I guess you guys have been friends for a couple of years. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of campfire
Like,
discussions.
oh, that Clyde. Oh,
Yeah, oh, that Clyde.
Well, what the? Hello there. You're kind of short, and you're kind of thin, and you're kind of big.
Let me introduce you, Clyde. Clyde, this is King Lokrik, king of the dwarves of Dvergholm from another world.
Well, pardon my manners here,
And he spits in his hand and greases back his hair.
This is Ultigar. He is a dangerous fighter of giant stock, but a good one.
Right. He doesn't understand me.
And he is a loyal servant and bodyguard of King Lokrik.
will he eat you? He's not gonna try to eat me, is he?
He doesn't actually eat at all anymore, which is interesting.
Oh,
Yes, he's he's trying to think of a way to describe. He's an ascetic, like a monk. Doesn't eat, doesn't drink, doesn't partake of worldly pleasures.
all them apples went bad too.
This here is Oberon. Oberon is a powerful magician.
Delighted to meet you. I'm delighted to meet him, right? He says to Galath.
Does he speak? Maybe he's the only one who actually speaks the right language.
I think he learned a bunch of languages.
But I think he learned everyone's language. Yeah, he does. He actually does know Gallica, so he knows how to speak.
Ah, hello there, Clyde. Pleasure to meet you. I am Oberon, friend of Galath.
Is he gone retarded?
He's under a curse, but it's no threat to you.
What is he?
He's trying to figure out how to explain to him that elves aren't tiny people.
I thought I saw a little one around here somewhere. Is that an elf?
In a matter of speaking, they call themselves
let me
gnomes.
cast tongues on himself.
Okay.
Hey, how are you doing? Hey, my name's Lemmy. I'm a friend of Galath.
Oh, it's an elf. You know an elf.
Actually, I am the elf, says Oberon.
I found it very confusing as well. Apparently the tall one is the elf. The elfin one is a gnome.
So it's a brownie?
Yes, I would say so.
Hello there, little brownie.
And of course, in our last one here, this
So if you capture this one, does he have gold at the end of his cabin? How does that go again?
End of his cabin.
into this cabin.
Under the floorboards? Yeah. Yeah, you got gold, right?
No, it's like if you don't bother him and leave food out, he makes sure everything is clean.
Oh,
It's one of those,
he's a cleaning house elf. Gotcha.
something like that.
Hello there, elf.
He grins a missing toothy grin.
And then our last friend here, this barrel-chested man, is Ukher, one of the strongest men I've ever seen from another strange world.
He's got a mighty grip there. Hello there,
Keep him
Ukher.
well fed, and he'll be a good friend to you.
Well, there's lots of food that hasn't spoiled. I had to dig up some of the eggs. They're nice and ripe. You like eggs? Ukher's.
He's asking if you like eggs, Ukher.
Lemmy's gonna go and purify his food and water.
Okay, so you're purifying the food and
You're just
making it
proving
less-
what I said, that you're a little housekeeping brownie.
I think there's a thing where you can actually bury your eggs underground and let them just sort of like.
Huh.
Am I thinking of hard-boiled eggs or like burying food and then lifting it up? I'll have to look that up later. We'll say that he did that around Vontelstone, or that's how they kept some of their food. I don't imagine it's very good, but
Oh, that's interesting. Apparently, some chickens will bury their eggs. Don't know why.
okay. Clyde invites you into your home. Of course, this was your master's home, but you spent a considerable amount of time growing up here.
I think he gave it to me or something? I can't remember.
And then Lemmy-O's prestidigitating and purifying food. You guys,
Galath is going to lay on
him.
hands
I'm also giving him Mentor
Okay.
elements, Marty.
to heal, remove curse, remove disease from...
you notice that he's breathing a little bit better, and a little more color returns to his cheeks, like maybe he was malnourished or eating just the same thing.
Thank you. You finally did find holiness, didn't you?
So I did. But it seems this whole world's gone backwards. They don't revere or worship any of the old gods. Not the Lady of the Lake, not Danu,
Oh, I got something for you.
not Malu, none.
He goes bounding over to a chest, and he roots around in it and comes out with a small keg.
I found this.
He waits for a moment.
Dagda.
I found this in some of the soldiers. There was a officer type. Yeah, real dandy type. He had one of them sticks that go boom. I think there's some of the
Galath is looking at this thing.
smoke powder, gunpowder.
Says Ukher.
Those strange fire wands.
Yeah,
Yes.
I seen them. They pour this stuff into it. The little fire that lights.
Can you use it?
Oh well, I think it'll burn really well. Boom, boom.
But you just found the powder, no weapon?
No, I didn't know how to use them. I only got one hand.
Easier than using a bow, I would think.
Well, I used a bow once, a long time ago.
Thanks for that.
You got anything to drink?
Galath, or Ukher might have something.
Lokrik offers him a flask that he carries.
Oh, thank you, King. Less and less kings as the days go by. Your brother's been busy.
Fortunately so.
2 years ago, they cut off the heads of lots of nobles, but there's still lots of them left in their little castles. But I hear that these boom weapons, really loud, they just make
Yes.
mincemeat of the castles, pounding indoors and fighting. There's been what do we call it? Something like a consolidation.
He's
Getting ready.
conquering all the neighboring lands and bringing them under his banner.